y'all, I'm at the back of the machine right now, and you take these 6 screws out. I'm gonna show you where the hook blade is. If your blade is not working, and I had this issue. Now you see this? You see? Look what's in here, y'all. You ain't got nothing in here. All right, you don't have much in here. That's what I'm saying. It's just a giant sewing machine. Now right here is where your blade, is that it? I think that is it. No, I'm sorry. Right here. Let me see if I can get up. Right here, y'all. So like one time, I tried to, well, when I first got my machine, it wasn't cutting the thread, and this bar had popped off of this little tab right here. And so all I had to do was open this tray up and tap that down. Well, you really just press it down slightly, pop, and it pops back, and it's a groove in there to catch that. So it probably happened during transportation. You know what I'm saying? Transport, because these things are coming on big cargo ships, they're bouncing everywhere, jumping everywhere. They're trying to keep these things together as much as they can, and then get it to RIMCOMA, fill it with it, make sure it's working. Then they take it back apart. No, they don't. Shalaki, they don't take it back apart. I'm sorry, but they keep it and try to shrink wrap it and try to get it to you by a carrier in the States. But really, I'm just finna do some greasing. See, it look a little junky in there, but that's pretty much what I'm doing today. So, but while I had it open, I did just want to show y'all some of the working parts. So, and right here on the side, you know, you have this off. Do I have this off? Well, I done put some screws back in here, but it's a pulley right there with a belt. You can blow out some of the dust. Sometimes that belt, sometimes the belt here can get things a little screwed up. But I'm sure that could be an easy replacing that belt, but I don't know, you know. But that's, like I say, there's nothing in here, man. And once you open this up, I never opened this bag piece. I may even open this up too. Hold on one second, let me do that. All right, so I took that shell off, and it looked like it got a motherboard back here. And again, I told you it was another pulley. So yeah, the pulley's here with the belt on it to turn this thing, and it's another pulley here. It's probably 2. Oh yeah, those 2. So you got a pulley on both ends. Boom, boom. And those probably just turn the I don't know what they turn. Maybe turn it make it go back and forth. These may go back and forth. All right, these pulleys here may pull it back and pull it forward. But you see, this thing is not a lot to it. And again, there's more screws here. 1, 2. I think it's 4 screws on top of here with the thread. And I'm only showing you this to show that it's pretty easy to get to the mechanical parts here in these embroidery machines, because a lot of us, we hear about the repairs, we hear about stuff breaking, and you have to do certain things. But to get this off, all you needed was a screwdriver and like 10 screws. All right. Matter of fact, there were the screws right there. It's a screwdriver, and you know that was it. You know, not a lot of strength. And I'm sure you have all the tools to take this stuff off, and that's what they did. That's why you get the toolbox, so that you can get the parts, and you can put the parts, you can assemble the parts and put these things on, and get back to doing what you do, right? Which is embroidery. So I just wanted to show you these things because I had this thing already open. I'm finna just, you know, do a massive oiling. You know what I'm saying? I got a few jobs coming up, and he needed some much more attention, man. After the move, I haven't really oiled him in about 3 or 4 months, to be honest. All right, let's take a look at the front here. Watch this now. Watch this. And so I was doing, and this is because of cheap thread, man. Don't buy cheap thread, y'all. All right, so you see the mess we have in there. And here, my goodness. All right, so I had just did some flock. I just embroidered on some flock. And also, you can loosen these screws on the side here and pull this down. Oh, let me put this back up and pull this down. All right, and you see all of that in there. Also, and a lot of times, man, this is what they be talking about, man. Like, a lot of your issues and needle breaks and stuff. Some folks, when the last time you took that off? When the last time you took that panel off? And got in here and did a real good cleaning inside of here. You also have here, you have another pulley here. So I can take that off. And some hardware here. I think this is where the attachment goes, maybe a light or that silicone, whatever, you know what I'm saying, that silicone embroidery part. But yeah, man, just making sure these things are oiled, giving these things some oil, giving them some attention. But like I said, while I had it open, I just wanted y'all to see them. Let me just leave that off. Also behind here, you know, of course everybody knows to oil these, you know, these little sponges here. But also behind here is a place where you use this one tool. Let me show you this tool. And this, I'm gonna do a video on it. But anytime your bar gets stuck up, but the needle is straight, but you at 100, on the little dial, but your arm is still stuck up where it won't switch over, it won't switch to the next needle. You would take these screws here out, and I may not know what I'm talking about, but I know this is how I fix it. And it's a screw back here, but don't even do it until you watch the video. I found a video in the RIMCOMA Facebook group, but until you see somebody do it, don't mess with it. But once you take this panel here off, you take these two screws off, and you take this panel off. Understand when you take this panel off that, you know, sometimes what I do is I click this all the way up to hold my thread, and then I take it off. Really, I just kind of slide it off sometimes, like slide this corner off and then get in there. You got to be at a needle 1. This thing got to be all the way to needle 1, and you'll see 2 screws back there. The one to the farthest right, you will unloose that, and it'll let you manually pull this down, and then you tighten it back at that little lever there. But like I said, I'm gonna do a video on that to help y'all with that. So again, man, don't get intimidated by this thing, about this equipment. And in the back, matter of fact, this here really just comes off. See that? All right, that just comes off, and you have these reciprocators or whatever they call these things. But sometimes these little things go out. Just, you know, after 2 years or something like that, I've been seeing a lot. I've seen a lot of these get tore up. I don't know how they get tore up, but I see a lot of people tearing these things up, and I know they can cause some tension issues maybe or something. I don't know the reason, but I know a lot of them get tore up. You also have that panel back there, your rotary wheel for your needle changes. You make sure some oil and some some grease gets down in there. Some significant grease gets down in there to keep that thing moving smooth. But yeah, I just want y'all to look at that thing, man. I say these, it ain't a lot to, ain't no screws in here. It just pops off. All right, like, and that's my thing about these machines, man. Like, you know, my next one, you know what I'm saying, you know, y'all willing, I'll get to the next level, man, and I need to purchase another machine. It'll be a used one, man. It'll be a good used one, I find. But you can find them in these groups, man. A lot of jokers give up on it and sell these things dirt cheap, man. I seen that boy, Big Boy Prince. I seen him talking to a brother, and Liberty Prince, I think his name was. He said he bought a 6 head for $12,000. He working on a 6 head right now that he bought for $12,000. Like, again, these things base level is $16,000. All right, brand new. When you talk about other machines and better machines, and we start talking about that language, most of these machines cost more than RIMCOMA, man. Most of these other machines, they cost more. All right, and it's for reasons, better parts or whatever. You see, I just popped that little plastic off of there. Maybe, you know what I'm saying, it's a stronger metal, whatever the case may be. They are more expensive though. You know what I'm saying? They are, you know, $4,000-$5,000 more expensive. Some of the machines, I know the ZSK, a lot of people juiced up about. It's significantly more expensive than the RIMCOMA. So, you got to keep in mind, you get what you pay for, man. But yeah, we in the garage greasing this thing down. All right, greasing them down, getting them ready. Like I said, I got a few orders to do, and I'll probably get done starting tomorrow. And too, man, be wary, man, when you first grease this joker down, man. Sometimes on those first 1 or 2 runs, man, I put that plastic, I put that water soluble transfer on top, because you can leak some grease, man. Some oil can leak on that garment, man, and ruin that garment. And especially on the ones I'm finna embroider, they have white flock on them, so I can see that grease hitting that and just destroying that garment. So be mindful of that also. Keep printing, y'all. Keep embroidering, keep stitching. Keep printing, keep stitching. All right, make sure y'all like, subscribe, y'all.